Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years' absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Piastri and Gasly. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:30.2. We've dropped to P20.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. Shanghai International Circuit, then, is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Sainz, Stroll, Leclerc, Hadjar, Hamilton, Ocon, Tsunoda, Albon, Vesti, Hülkenberg, Behrman, Joe, Perez, Fittipaldi, and Théo Pourchaire. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made, and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
You're in fourth position. Okay, Russell's ahead. They're on old mediums. Piastri's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place, 12.9 seconds. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years' absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Norris and Sainz. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Hamilton, Albon and Tsunoda. And just behind us are Stroll, Ocon and Zhu. Fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 29.8. Drop to P11.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first win with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt there's plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Stroll, Sainz, Gasly, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Hadjar, Albon, Tsunoda, Ocon, Fittipaldi, Behrman, Hülkenberg, Vesti, Théo Pourchaire, Perez, Leclerc and Zhou Guanyu. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to...
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
P7, 7th place. Hamilton's ahead of you. They're on a fresh set of inters. Gasly behind. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, gap to leader, 5.2 seconds. 27 laps to go. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Green flag. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.9 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. They're in 9th place. And the time last lap, 1 minute 54.7. Gap to your your teammate behind, 2.0 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. They're in 9th place. Your last lap time, 1:47.6. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 1.7 seconds. Currently sat in 6th. Okay, Sainz is ahead of you. They're on a fresh set of inters. Gasly's behind you. They're on a fresh set of inters. The distance to the leader, 6.6 seconds. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps. Okay, you've got 25 laps to go. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Isack, I know you've had a couple of scrappy laps, but let's focus now on getting your head down and keeping the next few clean. I've got information on Stroll. They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow. pits. Alexander in the pits. Okay, mate, we didn't get what we needed there, I'm afraid. But head down, chin up, and let's focus on the rest of the race. P6, you got P6. Gasly's ahead of you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Our gap to first place, 17.3 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. And 11 laps to go. Okay, Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far. That's P5, you're in P5. Stroll is ahead of you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Gasly behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. The distance to the leader, 17.4 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. the race, final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 12.8 seconds. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 7.9 seconds. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
And 3 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. Thrown the gauntlet down. The drivers are out there now. They realise that they are the target. They're the ones to beat. They've got the energy, they've got the momentum on their side.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well, too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.